Okay, everyone, so we are continuing on. So looking at the modern atomic theory, sometimes referred to as the wave model, wave mechanics, quantum mechanics, they all mean the same thing. So essentially, remember now, our electrons don't behave like planets going around the sun in a solar system. They behave more like bees buzzing around a hive. So actually the proper term for that electron cloud is something called an orbital, O-R-B-I-T-A-L. So it's no longer an orbit, but an orbital. So it's kind of like an electron cloud here. So again, in grade 12, we'll go into much more detail with this. So going back to Bohr's theory, so Bohr believed that it was electrons going around planets around the sun, or train on a track, going in a circular track, but it's more like bees buzzing around the hive. So today's modern atomic theory, we now have electrons that do not move in a path, but actually they move around in waves, almost similar to energy. So the mathematical laws can essentially help us to determine where an electron is most likely to be found, but actually we have no way of knowing for sure where an electron is. But we do have a term that we now call that area. So that electron cloud, the proper term for it is an orbital. Okay, so now electrons are in these things called orbitals, not in orbits. So this is kind of reiterating exactly what we've already mentioned. So it is impossible to determine the exact location of an electron. We can guess on the probability depending on how much energy that electron has. The closer to the nucleus an electron is, the lower the energy happens to be. As you go further and further away from the nucleus, the amount of energy that electron has is higher and higher. So remember now, an electron cloud is a space where we are most likely to find an electron, now called an orbital, right? The electron is moving around very quickly, and the location depends on the energy. So here's a big one here. So the electrons with the lowest energy are found in the lowest energy level, which is closest to the nucleus. Electrons with the highest energy is found in the outermost energy level, further from the nucleus. So essentially, the further and further away from the nucleus an electron is, the higher and higher the energy is of that electron.